Time for us to have more gist about how it went down between the two sisters.
Welcome to Sports News. Serena Williams outclassed her sister Venus in straight sets to win her 7th Australian Open and an Open-era record 23rd Grand Slam singles title. The 35-year-old won 6-4, 6-4 to pass Steffi Graf in the all-time list of major winners since Grand Slams accepted professional players in 1968. Australia's Margaret Court is the only player still ahead of Serena in terms of Grand Slam singles titles on 24. The American regains the #1 ranking from German Angelique Kerber.
There's no way I would be at 23 without her. There's no way I would be at 1 without her. There's no way I would have anything without her. She's my inspiration. She's the only reason I'm standing here today and the only reason that the Williams sisters exist. So thank you, Venus, for inspiring me.
And Rafael Nadal admits it will be special to play Roger Federer again, and that is in the Australian Open. The 14-time Grand Slam champion defeated Bulgaria's Grigor Dimitrov in the semi-final, which lasted 4 hours and 56 minutes. The memorable victory set Nadal up for his 9th Grand Slam final with his great rival Federer, who is chasing an unprecedented 18th major title in Sunday's showpiece. Federer, who missed the second half of last year with a knee injury, is confident of victory. And Cameroon's Indomitable Lions have booked their place in the semi-finals of the African Nations Cup at the expense of Senegal. That is via penalties after an exhausting encounter in Franceville. No goal was scored in normal time, despite both sides creating good scoring opportunities. The situation was the same in the extra time. However, Cameroon emerged winners in the shooting, which ended 5-4 in their favour. The Stallions of Burkina Faso also qualified for the semi-final after scoring a late brace to beat Tunisia 2-0. Substitute Artisai Bands and Payus Nkoloma got the goals that sent Paulo Duarte's men to the last 4. And now to the English FA Cup. Arsenal thrashed Southampton's 5-0 at the Emirates, securing passage to the 5th round of the tournament. Well, champion side Wolverhampton Wanderers held on to stun Liverpool with a deserved 2-1 victory at Anfield. St Dish Burnley knocked out championship strugglers Bristol City with 2-0 win at Turf Moor, while league leaders Chelsea put 4 goals past Brentford, with Willian Pedro, Banislav Ivanovic and Michi Batshuayi all getting on the score sheet. Elsewhere, Manchester City put their troubles in the league behind them to beat Crystal Palace 3-0. League One side Oxford pulled off the biggest upset in the round with an impressive 3-0 victory over promotion chasers Newcastle United. Stuart Downing's superb 69-minute strike sent Middlesbrough through to the next round as they beat Accrington Stanley 1-0. Tottenham came back from behind to beat League Two side Wycombe Wanderers 4-3 as South Korean forward Son Heung-min scored a stoppage time winner. And that's sports news at this time. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker. Back to Slimeland for the rest of the news.
He's just spent less than 10 days in office, but President Donald Trump's decisions so far are already causing uproar around the world. One of them is the executive order putting a hold on refugees' inflow into the United States.
President Donald Trump has begun implementing his campaign promises. On Friday, January the 27th, at the Pentagon, he signed an executive order putting a 4-month hold on refugees from Syria and 6 other Muslim countries from entering the United States of America. The decision, he says, would help protect Americans from terrorist attacks. Civil rights groups have condemned the measures as discriminatory. The United Nations Refugee Agency, an international organization for migration, has appealed to President Trump to come up with policies and changes that would increase security and not limit refugees.
We like migration to be legal, we like it to be safe, and we like it to be secure for all. And by all, we include the destination countries. So we hope 90 days is a temporary time, and we stand ready to assist any way we can.
Father of 5 and pharmacist Abdul Hakim Kiwan, who fled Jordan from the Syrian city of Daraa 4 years ago, says his dream of a better life is now shattered after Trump's announcement. From his cold 2-bedroom apartment, Kiwan says Syrian people are not terrorists, but simply people looking for stability and safety.
We want to go to the United States to live in peace and security. We want to work and be productive. We are against terrorism. Our religion, Islam, is a religion of peace, not a religion of terrorism or killing.
Also, France and Germany have shown concern over Trump's move against refugees. Although traditionally open to asylum seekers, France has taken far fewer refugees than Germany since the migrant crisis began. Germany has taken in more than 1 million refugees, despite being criticized for her open-door policy. Meanwhile, protests have continued across several states in the United States. Protesters gathered at the JFK airport demonstrating against Trump's immigration policies and demanding the release of the refugees in transit that were detained on Saturday.
Now, British Prime Minister Theresa May is set to discuss a post-Brexit trade deal with Turkey as she visits the country this weekend for talks with President Erdogan. Mrs. May arrived in Ankara from the US, where she met President Donald Trump. Discussions of a new trading and security relationship with Turkey is needed following the UK's exit from the European Union. Brexit Secretary David Davis had predicted a round of global trade deals would be fully negotiated within 12 to 24 months, coming into force when the UK leaves the EU. And the main news again, the Rivers State government today claimed ownership of the 2 Bell helicopters seized by the Customs Service and handed over to the Nigerian Air Force yesterday. Governor Nyesom Wike condemned what he termed an attempt to politicize the matter when the facts, according to him, are known. Victims of herdsmen attacks in Agatu community today denounced the peace agreement reached between Benue and Nasarawa state governments, saying they were not consulted. And condemnations has trailed President Donald Trump's executive order, which has halted the flow of refugees into the U.S. from 7 countries. That's the news at 10 tonight. Many thanks for watching.